Okay, so minus 8 plus 2. So positive and negative numbers. Adding, subtracting positive and negative numbers. Okay, what's the rule with negative 8 plus 2?
It's like saying you owe $8 and you give them $2 on your bill.
I like that. Yeah, I think the easiest way to deal with positives and negatives is just to think about gains and losses like a bank account. Money, gains and losses. This just means you lose 8, and this means you gain 2. So real life, if you say, yeah, something happened and I lost $8, and then later in the day I gained 2. What if your stock goes down 8 and up 2, or whatever? Your bank account goes down $8 and up 2. What's the net result of those two actions? Negative 6, huh? You pretty much kind of feel it, don't you? Even without me giving you some formal rule. And what I mean by formal rules, I could say, well, if you have two numbers that are different signs, you have to subtract them. 8 minus 2 is 6. And then whatever sign is the bigger one, that's the sign of the answer. That's not a good way to teach, I don't think. I mean, that's true. What I just said is true. But too many rules is not easy to follow. Better to just say, hey, you lose 8, you gain 2. What does that mean? You lose 6. You just feel it, don't you? If you lose $8 and you gain 2, if you're starting right here and you jump back 8 and you jump forward 2, where do you end up? You know, you're at back 6, huh? So I think that's the best way to deal with positives and negatives is just think about gains and losses. Gains and losses. Like that. Rather than some formal rule. Minus 5 plus minus 1. My 5s don't look so good. Okay. Now, hey, is that multiplication?
Nope.
No.
But it's got parentheses. I thought parentheses always mean multiply.
Not always.
They don't do that. But I hear that a lot. Parentheses always mean multiply. No, they don't. Parentheses do not always mean multiply. When do they mean multiply?
When they're right there.
Yeah, when they're right up against each other with no symbol in the middle. So if this plus sign wasn't here, and that minus 5 was right up against the minus 1, then it would be multiply, huh? So parentheses only mean multiply if you're right up against the wall. But if there's anything else in the middle, it's not multiply. So this is not multiply. It's an add, subtract kind of thing. It's not multiply. Okay. So what should we do? Again, I would encourage you just to be real. The more you can just be real with math, I think it's better. Just think, and by be real, I mean gains and losses. What does negative 5 mean? A gain or a loss? Yeah, it means you lose 5. And what does negative 1 mean? You lose 1. So real life, if I said, hey guys, on the way to class, I lost $5 because of whatever, and then later I lost $1. What's the result of my bank account? Yeah, nobody needs to tell you, hey, add those together. And the sign will stay negative. You just know it. You just know it, right? If you lose $1 and lose $5, you lost $6. You just sense it. Nobody needs to give you a rule because you're not a monkey, right? You have logic. You know it, right? You're not just, do you realize that? You might not, I don't know, if you think of yourself as a logical person, but you are. You are. You're getting that by logic. You just know that's what it means. I hear all this talk about animal intelligence, but I wanted to see them write a book or do some math. That's intelligence, not just monkey see, monkey do, imitating things. That's intelligence, and you've all got it, right? You all just sense that. Whereas if it was minus 5 plus positive 1, what would you do in that case? A loss of 5 and a gain of 1, real life. If you said I lost $5 and then I gained $1, what has happened to my bank account? Down 5, back up 1, what's the net result? I'm down 4, huh? Right? If you started here and you lost 5 and you went back 1, where did you end up? At negative 4, huh? You just know it. You just know it. You sense it with losses and gains. So just think about losses and gains and you'll be fine. Let's see. All right, so 18 plus negative 41. Again, this does not mean multiply because there's something in the middle. It's not, that 18 is not right up against the parentheses. There's something in the middle. So anyway, you can use a calculator. and just go 18 subtract 41. That's what it is in the end, isn't it? You all know it's a takeaway because it's a loss of 41 and a gain of 18. So really it's just 18 minus, kind of getting scribbly here. It's just 18 minus 41. What is that, minus 23? Thank you. 23. I mean, you can do it by hand too if you want to, but you can use a calculator on that. This is easy for you, I think, and comfortable. All right, so minus 8/9 plus 7/9. Okay, what's the rule for adding and subtracting fractions? Common denominator. Yeah, you know that already? You got to keep the bottom the same. Do you remember those rules? I'm not going to change these to decimals. Why? See what they want? They want a fraction answer in the end. See the blue line? The blue line tells you the format of the answer. Watch those blue lines. They want a fraction. So I got to stay in fractions on this one. So you keep the common denominator and then you just do the tops and whatever happens there. So if you lose $8 and you gain back 7, that's what that's saying, right? Gains and losses. If you lose $8 and you gain back 7, where are you at? You're down 1, and then the denominator stays the same. That good? Remember that from fractions? Okay, so minus 2/9 plus minus 10/9. Okay. It's not multiply again because it's not right up against the parentheses. So keep the common denominator of 9. And then what do? The negative 2 and the negative 10. It's a loss of 2 and a loss of 10. It's a loss of 2 and a loss of 10. So you lose $2, you lose $10. You lost $12, didn't you? Now, we can't leave that answer that way. So I wanted to show you this one.
Reduce it?
Because that can be reduced. Now, something divides into both the top and the bottom there, right? What divides into both of those? 3. So that'll be minus 4/3. And that's fine. It's okay to have the top bigger. We don't have a problem with that. We just have to divide out anything that needs to be divided out. So there's the final answer. Top bigger is fine. And that's what they wanted, a fraction. Bless you. Whoops, I did the wrong. Okay, so minus 5/6 plus 1/3. So we're going to have to get common denominators here. Okay, so how do we do it? You remember from previous classes? How do you make the two bottoms are different, aren't they? We have to make them become the same. So what do? Yeah, we got to multiply top and bottom of that one by 2, don't we? Because that'll make that denominator 6. Then they'll have the same. You've got to have common denominators. So let me write that. Must make the denoms the same. So minus 5/6 plus, what's that, 2/6? Like that. And now we can put them together because the bottoms match. So the 6 stays. Minus 5 plus 2? Negative 3. And then we got to simplify that, huh? What goes into both 3 and 6?
3.
Yeah, 3 does, huh? So divide by 3, minus 1/2 on that. We good? On all that, remember that fraction stuff? I need to add some of you as well. So a couple more here and we'll be done with this section. So minus 2/3 plus minus 4/19. Okay, now we got to make those denominators the same. It's the only way you can add, subtract fractions, put them together. So what do? Anybody know?
Multiply both sides by each other.
Yep, by each other, exactly. 19 top and bottom of that one. 3 top and bottom of that one. Yeah, you just multiply by the other one, top and bottom. Because then they're both 3 times 19, whatever that is. Right? Both denominators are going to be the same that way, aren't they? They're both going to be 3 times 19. 30, 57, is that what that is? 57. So they're both going to be 57. And this one is 19 times 2, which is times negative 2, which is negative 38. And this one is negative 4. Don't forget the minus signs there. Minus 4 times 3, minus 12. Is that good? They both have the same denominator now. So then, yeah, put them together. They're both a loss. This is a loss. You lose $38 and you lose $12. You're actually going to add them up for a big old loss, aren't you? Here's our answer. Minus 50 57ths. Is that good? Questions on that one? Yes?
If the negative sign is only on the top number and not the bottom number, then it's just...
Really good question. A negative on a fraction, that's a really good question, can go either place. I just always put it on the top because it's easier to deal with up there. A really good question. Yeah, we don't really think of it as the top or the bottom. It's either one. It's whatever you need at the moment. So I just always put them on the top. Yeah. Mountain with a base 12,000 feet below sea level rises this far. What's the elevation above sea level? You know what? Let me show you. Let me do my great artistic skills and show you what's going on with this mountain. Here's the sea. It's as arty as I get right there. The base of this, here's the base. The base of this mountain is 12,408 feet below sea level. The bottom of that mountain is below the sea. The peak rises, see what they're saying about the peak? The peak rises up 19,374 feet. So their question is, what is this elevation above sea level?
6,966.
You subtract them, huh? So everybody see that? Once you got a picture, it's pretty obvious, huh? See what they're saying? The base is below sea level, 12,000 below sea level. Peak goes up 19,000. How far above the sea level does it go? Subtract them. It's a big bunch of fancy words for take 19,374 and subtract 12,000. What is it again? 6,000? 966. That's what I thought. I just hate to show off, so I thought you give me the answer. There we go. Is that good? Is that making sense on that? Just subtract those two. Why don't we stop there? What did we get through? 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, right?